Good everyone, I trust that you're all doing very well today. We are talking about Yom Teruah, or as it is known as the Feast of Trumpets. This is just a little short introduction from Leviticus 23 verse 1 to 2 and verses 23 to 25 from the same chapter. Leviticus 23 1 to 2 says, And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feasts of the Lord, which you will proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. Now, for our Jewish brothers and sisters, Yom Teruah, or the Feast of Trumpets, starts tonight, Monday, September the 22nd at sundown, and it will continue through nightfall on Wednesday, September the 24th. Our Jewish brethren also refer to this feast as Rosh Hashanah, and it is used in their tractate of the Talmud. But I want to make a declaration today that is very sad. That denominations, and ministries have embraced every kind of feast that is not from the Lord into their assemblies. But the feast which God instructs us to keep is not found anywhere. Nowhere is the feast of the Lord taught to our children. Nowhere is it celebrated in what we understand as church. Now, many call the feasts referred to in the Bible as the feasts of the Jews, but I want to declare to everyone calling themselves a child of YHWH or of the Lord, or for those who want to call themselves a Christian, that it is not the feasts of the Jews, but it is the feasts of YHWH, the Lord himself. And as a child of the Lord, this should be part of our lives as well. Why? Because we have been grafted into the vine. Jesus kept the feasts and he kept the Sabbath days. We are not Israelites and we are not Jews, but we have been grafted in, which means that we are part of who Jesus is. And many people do not understand the spiritual significance of the feasts, but they just read the physical parts of what our Jewish brethren did back in the day, but they fail to see the spiritual significance of what the Lord is telling us to do, just as the people did back then. Now, I want to emphasize this. Celebrating the feasts does not mean we go back to sacrifices and such things. Celebrating the feast of YHWH means that I acknowledge that which my Creator implemented for me, and I see the spiritual meaning or the significance of that. Now, everything about the Lord is faith and spirit. It's a heart matter. In Romans 2:28-29, Paul spoke specifically to the Jewish people of the day, and he says to them, For he is not a Jew which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh, but he is a Jew which is one inwardly, and the circumcision is that of the heart in the spirit, and not in the letter, or not in the flesh, whose praise is not of men, but of God. Paul is saying to the Jews, just because you were physically circumcised means nothing if your heart does not change and if you do not walk in the Spirit. And today I want to stand with Paul in saying, all the outward things we do means nothing if it does not come from a heart that has been circumcised and which walk in the Spirit and not in the flesh. If it is all about outward appearances and my heart, in other words, my mind or my thoughts, my will and my emotions are not in line with the Spirit of the Lord, then my heart has not been circumcised. May we search our own lives today. May we take the time to do repentance and see, Lord, is it about me, myself, and I, or is it about your Spirit? Am I walking in faith? Am I walking in the Spirit of God? Or where am I walking? How am I walking today? Let us search our own hearts today. I pray that you'll have a very blessed day and be blessed with your family and enjoy your work. Shalom.